Well, it's been about a week, I guess, since I last did one of these. It is now Monday, July 11th, 2022. My neighbor is right through that wall, and so I'm going to be a little bit quiet. Even though it's not late, the building is quiet, but I don't know. I like my privacy. I also don't like just even the awareness of thinking that somebody can hear what I'm saying when I'm just trying to record. It's like I usually prefer when people are just gone. I don't know where they go or what they do, but I don't have to be concerned or sensitive about the volume of my voice. So it is just sunset, so I thought I'd try to record something and just share that. Nothing really new is going on, just a continuation of the status quo as I know it. And I was thinking about it, it's like something that's just kind of part of my normal. Just that my experience, as it is so contradictory to the shared experience that everyone else seems to mostly participate in. It's like there's like some communal consensus, agreed upon convention, that people just act a certain way, and you're supposed to. And if you don't, then you're breaking the rules, the taboo, and the norm. It's like people feel like, or at least I get the sense that it's like of anger when they just detect abnormality of like, well, you're supposed to say hi and how are you every day to everybody and greet them. And it doesn't matter if it's pretend, it doesn't matter if it's pretense or facade or a masquerade. No, you're supposed to do that. And if you don't, well, then you're just mean. And there's obviously something wrong with you, and you need help, and you need to be corrected. So, well, most people just get the sense that, okay, well, we'll just leave this one alone. He's just having a bad time or just unfriendly, or we'll just leave him be. And he seems to be doing fine without interaction. But then there's other people that just persist. It's like they're confused and they have to figure it out, as though they can investigate and find the root cause for this abnormality as an attempt to wrap their minds around it. So have they never run into somebody that just doesn't like to participate in the common small talk, social banter, the script? It's like, I don't know. So I like how it is I am. I like myself a lot better. And it's like when I got permission, that I don't have to be like everyone else. I don't have to even fake it. I don't have to pretend at it. They really don't. No one individual or society really can, as long as I'm, doing what I'm supposed to be doing, can really hurt me or imprison me or tell me no. It's like I watch my behavior and I watch my words, and I play along. But as far as like who I talk to and who I don't talk to, what I say, what I don't say, I'm not about being forced or coerced or intimidated or manipulated into being whoever it is somebody wants me to be for them, so they can feel comfortable and secure with themselves. It's like they need to check with me to see if they are okay. They're asking me if I'm okay to find out if they're okay. Okay? It's like, I will treat people how I wish to be treated. And I don't talk to people, for the most part. So I kind of like am hoping that people don't talk to me. Do not, it's like some people will try before they, depending on who they are and how they are, their approach and their personality and just their overall aura. It's like they can get better responses by their approach and who they are as an individual. They're not trying to get something, or they're just being naturally a person that I kind of gravitate towards, personality. So, I don't know. But it is interesting, because I'll have like good first impressions with people. Then all of a sudden, it's like something changed. And it's like, they probably talked to somebody, asked a question or something, and then found out something. And it's like, or, a story, or who knows what people get told every so often. It's like, oh, well, it's rumors. I don't know. I don't even know what there are. Or if there are any to begin with, I just assume that there aren't because I'm not somebody very interesting to be curious over, I don't think. And, I think it would be quite arrogant and presumptuous to even think that people notice or pay attention to my antics. It's like, I'm just trying to do my job the way I like to do it and then get out of there. It's like, I don't stop every 5 seconds to talk to people. So, it's just my way. I derive job satisfaction from doing the job, not from hanging out and socializing with fellow people at work. There's like stuff to do, at least there is for me. I don't know how it is. I'm so busy and everybody else seems to have all this free time. Where do they find the free time? Is there not stuff to do for them? Do they need help? I don't know. Because it seems like there's stuff to do that doesn't get done. And there's plenty of staff and man hours, but people just find a lot of time to just stand around and chit-chat. And I don't do that. That's probably why I stay so busy, is because I don't really want to stand around and chit-chat. So I create extra work for myself. So I don't have idle time to then, I would just stand around and look at a wall versus small talk with people, because you never know. People are busy, I'm busy, and it's like I don't want to engage in dialogue about standard things. Anyway, it's just continues to boggle the mind how other people are on a daily basis. And it's like, I'm not trying to figure them out either. I can't. It's beyond me. It's not just like anybody that might try to figure me out. It's like, no. I can't explain myself, and I'm not going to explain myself. Only by being around me would you be able to like form your own opinion. But I can't explain it. And it's like the same thing with this or the writing. Yeah. This is, this is just how I am. This is me. So I do what I do. I say what I say. I mean what I mean. I feel what I feel. And it all changes. And I'm responsible and accountable to myself, and trying to be accountable to other people too, within reason, within my own limits and understanding of perception. And it's like I'd like to do more. I think I can do more, be more, but not what a lot of people would want. It's like there are a lot of people I get the sense where it's like they want to take control, to have that sort of commanding influence to help me, to guide me, to lead me. And it's like, no. I will not be dominated. I can, approach as equals. And I don't like to feel like I'm being tricked or taken advantage of or exploited. People find out that I can do things, and then they immediately, oh, well, we can use that. It's like, no. It's like I will show off, but it's not for the purposes of then being used. So it's like I try to keep a low profile a lot of times, so I don't get noticed. Because I think that a lot of people will see that there's something different going on for me, and then try to take or figure it out for themselves, because they just assume that maybe it's a trick. And no, that's where the blessings and curses come in. Everything about me is exactly as it is. I might embellish or exaggerate for dramatic effect or poetic license to create the imagery that I like for myself, to create the story. But it is all true, and it's getting, it's getting the necessary treatment. It's like I'm finding the vocabulary, I'm finding the language to be able to tell the story as it happened, and then live with it. It's like I don't have to like it all, but I do need to live with it, and then continue to voyage and discover what this life is about for me. I cannot say what it's like for anyone else, nor should I even attempt. But I am looking to try to cooperate with someone else and share the journey. Even if it is just a writing collaboration, cooperation. Just right now, we're just kind of, it feels like we're just, at least I am missing correspondence, communication, conversation. But maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm getting as much as what is available at this time. And I might be getting more than what I think. But I don't dare believe it. I try not to. Because it feels like, well, that's just too much of myself to believe that, but then maybe not. It's just like, but I've just been trained by life experience, to keep myself, like, because I don't want to get my hopes up and then only to be crushed and disappointed when everything I was thinking was just wrong, based on assumptions and presumptions that don't exist, because I have hypotheses that were based on flawed intelligence and missed perception. So, even though if I want it to be true, it doesn't make it true. And, so I read what I want to read, and I see what I want to see, and I will interpret and cast myself into the best possible light. But depending on my mood, I might just see it and be like, oh, well, that's obviously not about me. That's about somebody else or some other situation that I have no understanding of. And maybe they've found somebody else and they're interacting with them on some other wavelength, some other platform, and some other timeline, and some other story arc that I don't even know about. they might be referencing something else. So I get, and I see, but who knows? And then they have their whole life that they live in real time, in the real world, that I don't really know much about. And family and friends and whole histories, just like I've got, except I don't really reach out and participate too much with, which is just how it is for me. I have very limited contact with people, and the sun is just about down. It's just setting over the rise of the roof next door. And it's a pretty quiet evening. So anyway, I've stared at the sun long enough and I've got spots. But it is almost down, and the light in here is nice. And I guess I should mention that I am, still doing the running. And I'm over, I think, about 307 miles by last estimate. No. It's 305. And it's only like 3 or 4, just over 3, 77 runs. And I have until August 2nd to get to 333 to be on track for a third of the year of running to get to 1,000 miles. And it's only the 11th. So I've got like 23 days to go 28 miles. And it's like, well, I can do that, no problem. And it's like, I want to get ahead. So it's like, the question then is like, how far ahead can I get by August 2nd? I'd like to get to like 400 miles if I could, or close to it. That way it's like, then I'm like 400 miles into a 1,000-mile run over the course of a year at only the 4-month point, which means that if I did 400 in the first 4 months and 400 in the second 4 months, I only need to do 200 in the last 2 months, which would be February and March of next year. So, yeah, I would only have to do 200 miles in the last 4 months, which would be December, January, March, April. No. December, January, February, March. Yes. And so those would be, it's like, oh, okay. Yeah. So I know what I'm talking about. It makes sense. To me. My boring stats. So, anyway. And I did see that, and the hashtags, and the poetry in the hashtags. And, yeah, I think that's really great. And I saw that, I don't know if I'm guessing it's just snarkiness, but I enjoyed that too. Like, I commented on the boring stats, and then later it's like, and because she'd said it a couple times about the boring stats, and I was like, well, I like your stats. And then, the next entry is like, boring stats, so it's like, I felt like an inside joke, so I like that. And I thought about writing, it's like, quit being so boring, why are you so boring, stop with the boring, or something, and just put, then I thought, well, that could be read wrong, because I would read it wrong, so, because I can't insert, I am bad at it, and I actually don't know them well enough to be able to tell. I think they'd be okay, I think they would like it, but I don't want to take any chances. So, but I might still anyway, because I just do those kinds of things, and I worry about it later. So, anyway, the sun has come down. So, and this is just to keep track of this, because it's interesting. So, and I've got time. 20 minutes left. So, and I guess that's like the 9 o'clock bell. I don't know if that's picking up on the sound or not. This is what this looks like. It is very this. Do I have plans on getting it cut? Not really. I'll see what happens. It is definitely very long. I don't know. And yeah, so I will be approaching my 6th year anniversary since this life started. And then I'll be approaching my 3rd year anniversary not smoking, which was September 28th, which I actually put a little bit more importance on that because that was one I actually chose. The stopping of drinking alcohol, that was chosen for me. It was a good call, but yeah, I don't have any regrets about it. But I do have slight concerns about the whole being brought back thing. It's like, you just could have let me just be. But no, they brought me back. Anyway, the story's all true. I haven't written all the details, but I don't know if anybody would even find them interesting. I try not to think about it too much. You can give me goosebumps. Just that indescribable terror of, I don't know. And I'm just going to shut down. I'm just going to stop right there. I'm glad I don't have to do that again. So we'll leave it at that. So anyway, I guess that's all I've got. The sun has gone down, so off I go. Till next time.